Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So this session will be the continuation of yesterday's class. Yesterday, we have a brief walkthrough of this all new AI LTP calculator about the features and the functionalities. Today, we will look into this AI LTP calculator from a different perspective. Today we will try and see what are the important options you need to look as a trader on a day-to-day basis. So we'll talk about as a trader in live market once you log into this option chain and what are the things you should be careful about and all the important things which you should always keep an eye on in order to understand the market direction, in order to understand the entry and exit. Though in the AI LTP calculator most of the thing are visible in front of you, well, this is AI, it is reading each and every bits and bytes, telling you the entry and exit, telling you what should be the ideal direction. So most of the thing is visible in front of you, but I'm going to tell you some core feature and functionalities. Also, I'll tell you the behind the scene, that how the direction appear on the top, what are the things AI LTP calculator analyze. So this session will be all about, as a trader, once you analyze the option chain, what are the things you should always look forward to while analyzing it. Are you guys excited? Should we proceed with the session? I can see in the chat a couple of questions are there related to the market. I would love to take your question, but first of all, I need to finish this, right? This continuation of basic to advanced of option chain in English. So it's very important. I should finish this one and then I'll take the questions. सुनील यादव जी, हिंदी नहीं बोल पाएंगे, इंग्लिश क्लास है, हिंदी क्लास 2-3 दिन बाद फिर से एज यूजुअल शुरू हो जाएगी. अभी फिलहाल ये सेशन इंग्लिश में ही होगा. अगर आप लोग कंफर्टेबल हो इंग्लिश में, जो लोग बने रहिए, है ना. जो लोग कंफर्टेबल नहीं है, समझ नहीं आ रहा है, यू कैन लीव द सेशन, है ना. बाकी कुछ दिनों में फिर से हम लोग हिंदी क्लासेस शुरू कर देंगे. डोंट वरी अबाउट इट. ठीक है. Now should we start with your kind permission? I can see little less participant because people might not be very comfortable in English. So less participants are there. Some people is still in process of joining, but nevertheless, we will start shortly because we need to wrap it up before 6:50, 6:55, and the videos will be available on YouTube. If even someone miss out on it, they can always go ahead and rewatch it. So put it in the chat. Should we start the session now? Why only 7 people? Out of hundreds of people, only 5, 6, 7 are replying. What happened to the rest of them? Aren't you guys ready for today's class? If not, do let me know so that we can conclude the session shortly. Vijayji, it's like today was expiry day. Expiry day, you need to look to some other thing as well. You need to look where the expiry can be done, where is the highest open interest in terms of the call side or put side. So there are a lot of things you need to look forward to. And I'm just today in this session, it will be a continuation of yesterday's class, as I told you already. So let's continue with that. We will be doing Q&A most likely on Thursday or Friday. Then you can ask your question. All right. Fantastic. Here we are. Let's go ahead. So what happened once you log into this AI LTP calculator, this option chain page appear on your home screen. Right now you're looking at Nifty option chain. Today was the expiry date. So you can see the day and data is appearing in front of you. What I'm gonna walk you through is I'll be telling you while trading what are the important columns you need to look forward to, what are the important numbers you should always keep an eye on, and most importantly, in order to look ahead in the option chain, like what will be the probability, what will be the next big thing in the option chain. You can also predict that if you have a close eye on the option chain. Number one, at the center of the option chain, there is an orange line which is dividing it into two different parts, the left hand side and the right hand side. If you talk about the left hand side showing you the call side data. So whatever actions are happening in the call side, it is appearing in the left hand side of the option chain. And if we talk about the right hand side of the option chain, it is showing you the put side data. So whenever any trade taking place in put side, all the data, all the consolidated data show in the put side section. So the option chain have two part, the left side showing call side data and the right side showing you the put side data. And in the center, this strike price is actually allowing buyer and seller to trade over here. So right now we are looking at Nifty option chain, and in every 50 point there is another strike price. This 50 point is called interval. So in Nifty there is a 50-point interval. That means every 50 point there is another strike price, and as an option trader you have all the rights to trade on any one of the strike price which you want. So there are multiple strike price each and every in each and every stocks and index, right, depending upon the current market price of that particular security. The strike prices are pre-decided. So in case of Nifty we can see there is a 50-point interval, and every new strike price, allowing you or allowing other fellow traders so that they can trade on it. Now while choosing the strike price, we look forward to a couple of things. I'm gonna cover that as well, but just try and understand this. Now if you look at over here on the top, it is showing strike and there is something called ATM. Once the ATM option is selected, what happened? 10 out of the money contract of call side and 10 out of the money contract of put side, it is visible over here. And if you want to see more, like not only that 10 contract, above beyond that, then you can select all, and in that way all the strike price will be shown, like deep in the money, deep out of the money, everything. By default you keep it like ATM, but sometime while trading in stocks, especially on OI to OI strategy, on swing trading, you need to make it like all strike prices so that you can have a broader vision that what kind of buildups are happening in deep out of the money contract. All right. So by default, keep it as ATM. But sometime if you need to look beyond the 10 strike prices in the money or out of the money, then you can go ahead and select this all option. All right. Beside that, there is something called LTP, which stands for last traded price. So the premium which you have to pay in order to participate in the trade, it is showing up over here. So the left hand side showing the call side premium and the right hand side showing the put side premium. As today was the expiry for Nifty, you can clearly see all the out of the money contract, they are showing like 5 paise, like they end worthless, right? That's how the option trading work, right? By the end of expiry, all the out of the money contract that become 0 or 5 paise, like worthless. All right. So as this is the uh, end of the expiry data, like today is Tuesday and Nifty expiry is shifted to Tuesday from this month onwards. So this is how things are looking like. Just beside the LTP, there is something called change PTS. The change PTS tells you what changes happen in the LTP. So if it is showing in red, that means the LTP compared to yesterday went down. And if it is green, for instance, you can see on the put side, it is showing in green, the change PTS. That means the premium increased at compared to yesterday. So it's very simple to understand. If you look at what happened to Nifty today, you will see Nifty closed 45 point down. All right. So as it closed 45 point down, most likely the put side premium got some increment and the call side premium got the decrement, right? This is how it looked like. So change PTS tells you what changes happen in terms of the LTP. And if it is in red, that means as compared to yesterday, today, the premium went down. So the call side premium went down today, and it is very obvious as the market went down today, right? And the put side premium went up. Again, this is very obvious as the market went down, the put side premium are likely to increase. So on the left hand side, you were seeing the call side LTP and change PTS, and the similar thing on the right hand side, you are seeing the put side LTP and the change PTS. So all the column which you see over there, it is same for the call side and it is same for the put side. So each and every column is available on the call and put side. And whenever someone trading in the call side, the data getting updated to that left hand section, and whenever someone trading in the put side, the data getting updated on the right hand section. This option chain actually tell you what is happening real time. This tell you the real time scenario. Now, apart from LTP and change PTS, there are two very important column. And if you talk about doing option chain analysis or having a close look on the option chain, this become the most crucial column, the volume column and the open interest column. These are like very crucial. Why I'm telling you this? Reason being, whenever the day start, the volume start from zero, and the volume tells you how many lots are traded on that particular strike price today. For instance, 24,600 call side volume appear to be 2 CR 87 lakh 35,801. That means today, since 9:15 till 3:30, almost 2 crore 87 lakh 35,801 lot traded on that particular strike price. So actually volume tells you like which strike price having more action, where most of the people are trading, and it tells you a number, and the number actually showing you how many lots are successfully executed or traded today. So whenever you see there is 100% volume, like it will show up in blue color in the option chain. You see the call side highest volume and also the put side highest volume, where you can see 100%, right? There you will see there is a blue color highlighting that. So remember, someone was asking me yesterday, sir, tell me about the color code. And I told you that tomorrow we'll cover that. So here we are. The blue color tells you the highest volume in call and put side. Number two, if you look at the pink color in the call side shows up the highest OI and highest OI change. So what's the role of the pink color? The highest OI and highest OI change in the call side appear to be in the pink color. And if you look at the put side, highest OI and highest OI change, it appear in green color. So all the highest number are showing in some color combination. Blue stand for highest volume call and put side. Green stand for highest OI and highest OI change in the put side. Pink stand for the highest OI and highest OI change in the call side. And there is another color which is a yellow. Yellow color always shows you the weakness. The weakness means as compared to the highest buildup, if there is a second highest buildup which is as close to 75% or more, it get highlighted with yellow color. For instance, if you look at the call side, the highest volume is at 24,600. And if you compare with the highest volume, there is a second highest buildup which is at 24,700, which is almost around 89.66% as compared to the highest one. And as it is more than 75, it is appearing in yellow color. So yellow color always shows you the weakness, or you can say a yellow color shows you the second highest number. If it is more than 75, it gets highlighted in yellow. And if it is not, if it is, let's say, second highest, but having only 70% of volume or OI as compared to the highest one, it won't highlight. So the yellow color pops up after 75%, and you will see the yellow color on the second highest buildup, which certainly tells you, which certainly shows you that there might be a transition happening in the back end. There might be a transition happening that the highest might not remain highest for a long time, because the second highest is becoming closer and chasing you. So yellow color always try to help you, like, analyzing the market upfront, that what's going to happen. You can always keep on tracking. So this is how the color combinations look like. Put it in the chat. Do you have any question about the colors? I don't think so, right? the color combinations using over here in the LTP calculator. I believe you got it, correct? Perfect. All right, so now let's talk about the volume in depth. So volume and open interest, these two are the most important column in option chain. Why I'm telling you this? Because this help us to identify the support and resistance in the option chain. And once you're able to find the support and resistance, then we try and analyze the reversal point, which is known as extension of support and extension of resistance. We'll come up to that in six kind of reversal, but nevertheless, the volume tells you how many number of lot successfully traded today, and the open interest tell you how many number of lots are sold by the option sellers or option writer. Option seller or option writer, both are the same entity, and the number of lot sold by the sellers shown in open interest column. There are some interesting fact about volume and OI, that volume every day start from zero and it kept on increasing as the number of lot traded in the market keep on increasing. The volume always keep on increasing and it never decrease. On the other hand, if we talk about the OI data is carry forwarded data. So whatever OI data was yesterday, it started from that number itself. It doesn't start from zero every day, just like volume, right? So it start with the yesterday's carry forward data, and OI number can increase or can decrease. Reason being, if writers are adding more lots, if writers are adding more quantity, and if writers are writing more or selling more, the OI will increase. On the other hand, if writers are squaring off their position, if an option seller closing the position, exiting the position, the OI will decrease. So let's say 100 lots sold by your option seller, 100 OI will generate. And let's say 50 lots, he buy back. Why buy back? Because he sold first of all to begin with. So in order to square up the position, he need to buy it back. So let's say an option seller sold 100 lot, 100 OI is created, and he square up 50 lot. Now the OI will remain 50 because 100 minus 50, it remain 50. So OI can increase or it can decrease depending upon whether more lots are being sold or more lots are being square off. Yeah, depending upon that scenario. On the other hand, if we talk about volume, it kept on increasing. The number of lot getting traded in the market, it keep on increasing from the morning till the day end, and that's how the number keep on increasing. And if we talk about this volume and OI, these are the determining factor. These are the most important factor in order to identify the support and resistance. Now, how we do it? There is a theory behind it, like how you identify the support and resistance. But apart from looking into it manually, I told you yesterday, if you remember, like it shows up over here on the top, like where the resistance and what is the status of the resistance. So either it is strong or it is like weak towards top, trying to go towards a higher number, or it is weak towards bottom. That means trying to go towards the lower number. So this is how it is, and it is a very, very important matrix. Just beside that, there is something called OI change, means open interest change. Open interest change is the daily metric of open interest, means today what actions are happening when it comes to sellers activity. So if it is showing in green, means more lots are added by the seller, and if it is showing red, that means writers are running away or squaring off their position. So the green signal means more lots are sold by the writer, and the red signal means writer are squaring off their position. And this will tell you the overall intraday thing. So let's say on 24,600, the open interest is 4,36,963, and the open interest change is 2,70,534. What does that mean? That means this is the total number of lot sold by the writer, and out of this 436 4,36,963, 2,70,534 lots are added today itself. So yesterday the OI was less. Today, more writing happened. OI increases. Also, the OI change showing in green color. So, OI change actually tell you the writer's activity on an intraday basis. So, today, what is like what's happening in the background? What writers are doing? Whether they are adding more writing position, whether they are squaring off their early position, you will get a clear picture, and you will get a clear picture of like each and every strike prices. You'll get a clear picture of whether it is happening in the call side, whether it is happening in the put side, because both side giving you the same sort of information, right? Now, just tell me in the chat, is it clear everyone? The volume, the open interest, the OI change. अमोल जी हिंदी में रिपीट करिए, हिंदी का क्लास ऑलरेडी चला है, हिंदी में ये सारी बातें बता दिया गया है, प्लीज फ्लो को मत तोड़िए, ये इंग्लिश सेशन है, अगर आप लोग कंफर्टेबल हो बने रहो, जो कंफर्टेबल नहीं है वो बिल्कुल इस सेशन को छोड़ के जा सकते हैं, हिंदी क्लासेस हमेशा चलता रहता है ना, बहुत दिनों के रिक्वेस्ट के बाद कुछ इंग्लिश सेशन चल रहा है, तो प्लीज धैर्य बनाए रखिए, हिंदी में रिपीट करने के लिए बार बार मत बोलिए, रमेश भाटी जी सेम गोज टू यू, है ना, ये सारे चीज हिंदी में ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन्ड है, वीडियो पड़ा हुआ है, वहां पे आप जाके देख सकते हैं. नो साहिल, आई एम नॉट गोना डू इट बिकॉज आई एम टेलिंग यू समथिंग एल्स व्हिच इज मोर इंपॉर्टेंट, आई एम नॉट गोना टेक दैट क्वेश्चन. ऑलराइट, okay, let's come back and just tell me in the chat, like, is it clear everyone, the volume, the OI and the OI change, is that clear? Should we proceed? At least like say like 10 people at least reply prompt so that we can proceed with it. Perfect. All right. Now there is something called delta. Delta tell you if you trade, let's say you are buying a call option and the market going towards your direction, what kind of appreciation you are get in terms of your premium. That's what delta tell you. Delta is one of the major Greeks, and it like show you in decimal, and it show you up to four numbers, though the first two number is good enough for you to analyze. So let's say 0.64 is the delta for a strike price. What does that 0.64 mean? That means if the market go 10 points towards your direction, so 10 into 0.64, which is stands 6.4, 6.4 rupees premium will be appreciated, 6.4 rupees. So if the delta is 0.72, 7 rupees 20 paise, that will be the increment in terms of the premium. If the delta is 0.90, that means 90 paisa, like for every 1 point momentum, your premium will increase by 90 paise. And if there is a 10-point momentum, your premium is likely to increase by 9 point, right? This is how it look like. And guys, delta is something like if you add on the call side and put side delta of any one of the strike price, the total will come to 1. All right. So if 55 paise delta is in the call side, 45 paise delta will be in the put side. Overall, the combination should be 1. The call side delta plus put side delta would be 1. That's constant. It will remain the same. And on the top of that, you'll see one important behavior when it comes to delta, that the more out of the money you go, the delta is much likely to be lesser. And the more in the money you go, the delta is much likely to be higher. Generally, around at the money, the delta remain 50 paise, lump sum 50 paise, all right? And from at the money, if you go deep in the money, the delta keep on increasing. You see 55 paise, 64, 72, 79, 85. And if you go out of the money, it will keep on decreasing, 46, 37, 29, 22. That is why it's been told clearly that if if you see good liquidity in the money, always try to buy in the money premium, because in that way what will happen is the probability of winning will be higher. On the top of that, if the market go through your direction, go towards your direction, your premium gonna be appreciated real quick. On the other hand, if you buy deep out of the money, let's say where the delta is 11 paise, and if the market went up by 10 point, your premium will be increased by 1 rupees 10 paise, something like that. But anyways, we are watching the day and data of today's expiry. So you might see, there is no time value on out of the money because it becomes zero. So delta is also looking fragile. In a normal day, you will see a different story. However, things to remember when it comes to delta, the more in the money you go, the delta is likely to increase. The more out of the money you go, the delta is likely to decrease. All right. Apart from delta, there are other important Greeks like theta, which is the time value. So day before expiry, and the more day remaining before expiry, the more time value will be there. And the less day remaining before the expiry, the less time value will be there. So if a contract is about to expire after 10 days, and if the contract is about to expire after 2 days, the 10 days contract will have more time value because there are more days left in expiry. As simple as that, right? So if you want to see the theta value, you can always select it from here. It will appear like this. And if you want to see vega, gamma, which generally we don't see because the calculation automatically happening in the background in the AI LTP calculator. So you don't need to watch each and every Greeks manually. However, delta, theta, these are the most important two which you can always have a quick look before getting into it. So this is how the option chain columns look like, and all the column which is like pretty important while trading, I already explained you each and everything. Now I will come to it that while trading, like while analyzing any stock or while analyzing the index, what are the things you need to consider? So we'll jump to that. But before we do that, just wanted to see in the chat section, as of now, whatever we have learned today, do you have any question in your mind? Is there any doubts which I can take on? Anybody having any questions so far? Whatever I taught you today, do let me know, or else we'll jump into the next topic. No questions at all? All right, that's great. All right. Okay, so what we do now, so this is how the numbers looks like while you are watching the option chain in the live market. You can always turn on the candles. The candle will which will show up over here on the right hand side, also will give you the direction, like of how what the direction looks like. If you turn on the AI LTP calculator, as per the direction, whatever lines are available, it will pop up there. We also do have a 920 strategy. If you want to trade on it, you can always turn it on. The 920 strategy, if you talk about how does it work, there is a wonderful PDF which was shown here today. Just give me a moment. This one. Yes, this one. Let me share it with everybody. If you wanted to see the flow chart, how does this 920 strategy work? So see, if you are trading behalf of option chain, there are a couple of ways. One is 920 strategy. Another one is the directional strategy, which wherein we trade as per chart of accuracy 1.0, right? And there are also technique wherein we like in a stock we do P1 P2 or C1 C2. Again, that is a 920 strategy for stocks, right? So we'll come up with that all the strategies one by one, but this is a no-brainer. A no-brainer strategy. What happened at 920 as per the reversal value? four line get plotted. And it is saying that after 9:20 you have a look, because you have to wait at least for 5 minutes so that the value gets evaluated, and then it will show up in the chart in terms of line. It is showing if all the four lines are visible. If all the four lines are visible, then you will proceed with the trade. If no, let's say out of the four line only two are visible, only three are visible, one of them are missing or two of them are missing, then no trade on that side and no writing strategy at all. So in 920 strategy, you first look at whether all the four lines are visible or not. If it is not, then no trade. If it is, then yes, you can proceed. What you can do, that if we talk about buying, like getting into a bullish trade, number one is you can buy from extension of support or EOS -1. So someone buying from EOS, if the market went down at EOS -1, you are likely to average, right? It is showing over here the risky buyer buy CE at EOS and click set D for target. So if you look at over here, give me a moment. Here we are. There is an feature set D. Set D means set the diversion value. So let's say you turn on the 920 and then you click on set D and click on the D1. It will show you the diversion 1 value, which is likely to be the target for that particular trade. However, if the target doesn't come right away and the market went down more, that you can, what you can do, you can average it from EOS -1. Moderate buyer will directly wait for US -1 to buy call, right? And target again the diversion 1. Again, on the other hand, if we talk about a bearish trade, the same thing. So what we want to do over here is from EOR, the first bearish trade will get initiated. If the market reach EOR +1, you are supposed to average. If you are a moderate buyer, you directly wait for EOR +1. Do not trade at EOR, rather you wait for EOR +1. And to set the target, you can use the D1 like diversion 1 technique. All right. And as soon as you see the target hits, you exit the position. And when you feel like the target is not hit and it is like getting closer to the stop loss, and if it is hitting the stop loss, you can exit the position as well. So this is how 920 strategy look like. I've given you the link. You can go through this flow chart. Also, there are multiple videos available which you can go ahead and look forward to. So this is the 920 strategy, the easier one. At 920 you will get the static line. It will remain same throughout the day and the levels will remain same and you can trade in between. Now, apart from that, there is another strategy which you can follow, and that shows up over here called this AI LTP. If you turn on this AI LTP line, what will happen is, number one, whichever direction market is likely to go as per the option chain analysis, it will show up lines towards that direction. Suppose if the market look bearish, it will only show you the red line to buy put. It won't show you the green line to buy call. Again, if the market looks in bull run, it will show the green line to buy call. There won't be any red line on that day, because in the bull run, you are not supposed to trade put. Are you getting it? Along with your direction, it will show up the potential reversal value. How you can get to the reversal value? On the top, there is an option spot reversal. You click on it and you will see each and every strike price reversal value. Today, we keep on watching like Nifty. Let's go to another securities because it was expiry. Things are looking different. Yeah, here we are. Fin Nifty, or if you go to like mid cap Nifty, go to bank Nifty, it will appear like that. So the AI LTP, so as per the AI LTP, it is showing mid cap Nifty. It is in bullish state of confusion, bullish SOC. And that is why you will see as it is showing bullish, what happened is there is only two green line, EOS and US -1, from where you are supposed to buy a call option. There is no red line to buy put, because as per the analysis of AI LTP calculator, as it seems to be a bullish security, it is not giving you the red line. So always keep on trading with this AI LTP feature on. If you are someone who trade in 920, you can turn it on. And if you're not trading with 920, you turn it off and keep this AI LTP thing always on. Now you might have a question in your mind that, how come this option chain shows bullish or bearish or bull run or bloodbath or both side risky or neutral? How does that happen? How come it is telling you that? So there is a theory behind it called chart of accuracy 1.0. Chart of accuracy 1.0 not only help you to identify the market direction, but also it help you to understand the risky trade and the moderate trade. Sounds interesting? Let's have a quick look. How does it looks like? So if you see over here, this is how chart of accuracy 1.0 looks like. There are multiple videos available. You can always go through the video in order to understand this thing. And in the LTP calculator, in the learning section, even on the YouTube, everywhere the videos available. But try and understand what happened is there are set of rules which this AI LTP calculator is feeded, and this AI keeps on telling you whenever any change is happening in terms of the support or resistance. Whenever any change is happening, it shows you what is the ideal direction in that particular case, and that in that ideal direction you are supposed to trade, being a moderate trader. All right. Suppose, for example, if support and resistance both are strong, and then you can trade from EOS and EOR. And furthermore, that is like a risky trade. And furthermore, if you want a moderate trade, then EOS -1 and EOR +1. You see that EOS -1 and EOR +1. Now this is a scenario where the market looks like moderate. But if you see the second one where the support is strong and resistance is weak towards top, means resistance try to go further towards the higher level. All right, towards the higher level. So support is strong means it is a neutral scenario. Resistance weak towards top means it is a bullish scenario. So overall, one is neutral, one is bullish. The overall sentiment become bullish, and in that case you are supposed to trade call from bottom. What would be the bottom? Then you can identify the bottom as per the current scenario. It could be EOS +1, it could be EOS -1, depending upon the circumstances, right? So this is how it looks like. And the third one, just vice versa. Support is strong, resistance weak towards the bottom. So resistance creating a bearish pressure, support is neutral. You are likely to trade put from top, and the top can be EOR, right? From there you are supposed to trade put. So as per the direction, there are 9 set of rules, and as per the direction, whatever category the market falls in at that point of time, this AI LTP calculator shows you on the very top. So these all things are being calculated and monitored in the background, and after that it shows you the direction of the market. So whenever as a trader you open any option chain, the first thing you look forward to is this one, that what is the ideal direction. That's number one. Second thing, if you wanted to know more, why is it so, click on that particular thing. Once you click on it, it will tell you what all changes happen in terms of support and resistance today, and when was the last time the change happened, along with the timestamp, along with what happened, like WTT2 strong means there is a bearish momentum. Each and everything will be shown over here. Now, after seeing the direction, the second thing you will try and see that as per the direction, what could be the top or bottom of the market, so that you can initiate the trade. And that thing shows up over here. I told you yesterday, you remember the red bar tells you what are the opportunities for put trade, along with the moderate trade level, the risky trade level, and the max pain, which stand for the stop loss, the max gain, which stand for the target. So it will show you the put side trading opportunity in the red bar, and in the green bar, it will show up as the call side entry for risky and moderate, and also the max pain and max gain. How come this number appearing over here? You might think about it. This number is showing up from here itself, from the reversal value. You see that spot, the reversal value, support side and resistance side. This reversal value is showing up over here. All right. as it is showing that this particular security is in bearish mode, it is only recommending you that you can take a put entry from this particular level. Talking about entering into a call trade, it is showing NA not applicable. It is not telling you to get into any call trade because it is saying the market is looking bearish and preferably you trade put, don't trade call. Clearly it is telling you this. So your eyes should be on the first thing, what is the direction, and as per the direction look at what could be the entry, what could be the target, what could be the stop loss. You can always evaluate on a trade to trade basis, so that if you are getting into a trade, what is the ideal target, what is the ideal stop loss. At least try to maintain 1:1 while trading. And if there is a trade wherein the target is 50 point and the stop loss is 150 point, right? What you gonna do? Will you trade that? The answer is preferably not, because the risk is on a higher side, the reward is lower, right? You at least need 1:1 in order to play it out, right? So this is how this number, the entry number, the exit number, the stop loss, the target, tells you a lot of things. It's up to you how you are evaluating that. All right. Now, apart from that, you always try and look forward to the support and resistance. That where is the support, where is the resistance. Also, you can further investigate whether the support is trying to go towards the downside or it is trying to come up towards the upside, whether it is a strong or there is no weakness at all. These all things you can analyze, because these are the factor which actually give you an idea what's going to happen in the market in next few hours, right? So you get a clear idea as per the option chain numbers and the weakness, right? The yellow color keep on telling you where the market is likely to go, where the buildups are happening. So you can always keep an eye. So support, resistance, you can see from here. Entry, exit, you can see from here. The overall market direction, you can see from here. And in the center, it is telling you the lot size as you're going to trade in future option, what would be the lot side of that particular stock. So these are the important thing you have to have a close look while analyzing any stocks. Tell me, do you have any question? Nishuji, you certainly can. However, first analyze the top and bottom of the market in case of SOC, and then you trade from one end to another. So if it is at the bottom, you trade towards the bullish side. If it is towards the top, you can go for the bearish side. All right. So this is how it looks like, guys. And most importantly, if you are analyzing the option chain, these are the thing you need to have a close look on this AI LTP calculator. Now, here we are talking about like Nifty or generally any index, but if you wanted to trade in a stock, if you wanted to trade in a stock, then you go to the report section. Then you come over here. So there are two options while trading in a stock. Number one is for swing trading, and number two is for the day trading. So first go to the swing trading page. A single page will give you a lot of information about the entry, exit, current market price, about the risk factor, name of that stock, lot size, each and every bits and bytes. Even the status of the support, the status of the resistance, it is showing up over here. What happened is in this OI to OI strategy in the swing trading, we try and analyze, where the highest OI buildups are in the call and in the put side. So for instance, in this particular stock, AB Capital, if you talk about the OI, the highest OI is around 270 in the put side, and the highest OI is around 300 in the call side. So you get a brief understanding that from 270 to 300 there is a range. In order to identify if the OI trying to go towards the downside or not, you can always keep an eye on out of the money contract, and there is like around 260, there is 67%, though it is less than 60, less than 75, so it's might be okay for time being. But if it is increasing, this OI might become weak towards the bottom, right? But in OI to OI strategy, we try and see whether the highest OI cluster in the call side and in the put side. And once the market reach towards one side, like let's say we able to identify 270 to 300 is the range. Whenever the market reach around 270, you see the reversal price is around 266.25. So there you are supposed to get into a trade. As it is a swing trade, it might take a couple of days or couple of weeks in order to get the target or stop loss. So what you need to do is you need to wait for few days. So if it is about waiting for few days, you are not supposed to do option naked buying, because there is a time decay thing which gonna destroy the premium. So what you need to do is you will be trading. If it is about swing trading, have a clear thought in your mind. Either you trade in cash or you trade in future. Either you buy it in cash like delivery holding, right? Or you trade in future. These are the two options you do have. If you're trading in future, the lot size is 3,100. If you talk about cash, you can buy 10 stock, 20, 50, 100,000 as per your capacity. All right. So if we talk about the stock, stock analysis, whether it comes to like swing trading, looking into the bullish opportunity on the very top, there is a bullish and bearish both button. If you want to see the bullish stock, you click on it. If you want to see the bearish stock, you click on that one. And then again, you will see a list of stock along with their lot size and status. How does it look like? And, current market price, and then the entry, and then the target point, right? The open interest, and last but not the least, the star rating. Always keep an eye on a star rating. If it is 0 and 1, it's fine. If it is more than one, try and avoid that trade. So if you see over here, a lot of 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, and there is two. There is two, you avoid this one. Again, scroll it down. There is two, you avoid this trade. There is 6, you avoid this trade. There is 3, you avoid this trade. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, avoid. 0 and 1, you can trade. There is no issue. And if you are watching the bullish trade, you put a filter over there. If you're watching for bearish trade, you can put a filter over there. And there are a lot of videos about OI to OI trade, or how to do positional trading with the help of LTP calculator. You can have a look on those video to get a complete clarity that how does this strategy work. And just beneath that LTP swing, there is LTP blast, that is for day trading. These are the same four lines, like two green line and two red line drawn on every chart. And you look at it, and then if it is coming to that level, you can trade. I just shown you the 920 strategy picture for Nifty, but if you talk about the stock, the strategy is a little different, and we'll talk about that. There are videos as well. See, so we have turned on the AI LTP feature, and this stock Motherson is showing that it is in bearish SOC. Means bearish trades are recommended, not bullish. That is why you will see in the bullish entry opportunity, it is showing NA not applicable, but in the bearish trading opportunity, it is showing yes, risky trade is from here, moderate trade is from here. All right, the target and the stop loss is also mentioned. And if you see on the chart, you will see there are two red line on the top. There is no green line, cause the AI LTP feature is on, and as the direction is concerned, it is recommending you that bearish the market, this particular stock is in bearish trajectory, and you are supposed to trade bearish if you want to trade as per the option chain analysis. And that is why there is only red line from where you can buy put option. There is no green line because there is no call buying opportunity in that particular case. But if you remove this AI LTP, then what you will see, then you will see four magical line automatically plotted on each and every stock. Four magical line, and the green line tells you there is a call buying opportunity. The red line tells you there is a put buying opportunity. Market open in between, market reach that green line level. If you talk about if someone initiate the trade, what is the bullish risk? 1 means you can trade bullish, no issues. What is the bearish risk? 0 means you can trade bearish as well. And if we talk about the point value, means if you get into the trade, what would be the ideal stop loss or target? It is 1.25. So if someone get into a call trade from 95.63, the target would be 96.88. 96.88. Yeah, market eventually given the target around here, over here, around 11:30. So the entry happened around 9:30, 9:35. Around 11:30, the target already reached. And then market didn't reach P1, P2, even like, so there is a rule while trading in stocks in iReady Blast. If you trade from C1, then the P1 you won't trade, you wait for the P2 or C2. Again, if you trade on P1, then C1 you won't trade, you wait for C2 and P2. Simply, it means in between C1 and P1, you only execute one trade, and in between C2 or P2, you only execute one trade. Whichever come first, you execute. All right. Again, there are a lot of videos about Identity Blast. You can always go ahead and go through a complete tutorial to get a complete idea. So the report section for swing trading, for Identity Blast, for LTP Blast, it's like amazing. You can go to the learning section. In the bonus video, you will see a complete guideline how you can trade 920 strategy or Identity Blast, or how you can trade the AI LTP calculator. So if you go to the home section, even home section over here, you will see some tutorial video. Here we are, this one. You click on it, it will redirect you to the YouTube, and the video will appear over here. All right. So I hope this session is being helpful and you come to know what important factors you need to have a close look while analyzing option chain. Am I correct to say that? Type it in the chat, and it's time for us to say goodbye, because we're going to wrap up this session here. And I hope in just 2 classes, most of you now able to understand what are the features, what are the things which is more important for you, and how you need to analyze it in the live market. Am I right? Guys, put it in the chat. Sanjay ji, for sure, that's what I'm trying to do. We will be like covering this kind of session, but I'm pretty sure after watching this 2 and probably 1 or 2 more videos, like that's good enough. Then you can start analyzing it in the live market. All right. Any questions, any doubt as of now from today's session? If you do have, put it in the chat. We just have 3-4 minutes. All right, I believe that's it from my end. Very less question today. Maybe I'm too good and you guys able to get each and everything. Maybe it was a little basic for you because you already knew about it, right? Or maybe there is no more question because you guys got it real quick. That's it. With that saying, this is Dave signing off for today. Until we meet again. Thanks a lot, everybody. Take care and goodbye.